Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and I'm going to be looking at the Star Wars books as they first appear. What you're looking at is the first edition of the novel Star Wars that was released before the film back in 1977. And this should have been a hint to George Lucas that his film was going to be a box office smash because this book sold out completely when it was first released. This is copyright 1976. The cover art is by the artist Ralph McQuarrie, who did the storyboards for the Star Wars film. And this is also a Ralph McQuarrie cover. This is Splinter of the Mind's Eye. And you see it's got the Star Wars lettering, but it's the only book in the Star Wars. In the early books of the Star Wars books, they didn't have that Star Wars on the cover. Anyway, this is from, I think this is a reprint. This one is, it's the first paperback edition. The first edition is a hardcover from February 1978. This is the first paperback from April 1978. And you see there the artist is Ralph McQuarrie. All right. The reason I'm showing these, and I may have shown them in the past, is because I'm going to go through the children's books, and I've managed over the years. I completed the series of children's books years ago, but I'll show the ones I have so that you can enjoy that, okay? So these are the three novels that came after the two Star Wars books and before the release of the second Star Wars film, The Empire Strikes Back. So this was, the first edition is from June 1979. Paperback format, so June 1980, and the first is from 79. All right, so that's Han Solo's Revenge, and it does say the cover artist in the inside, and Dean Ellis, and then there's Han Solo at Star's End. And this is the third Canadian printing from 1981. First edition's from 1979. All right, so that's Han Solo at Star's End. And this is Han Solo and the Lost Legacy. And these books began to be released when there was a demand, basically. And because when the Star Wars films first released, they were so popular that different aspects of the film, from the Jedi Knights to the lightsaber Jedi Knight duels and the space battles and everything, like the Han Solo and Lando Calrissian. So these are the three Lando Calrissian novels. This is a rough one. This is Lando Calrissian and the Flame Wind of Ocean. And the cover artist, I think it's Dean Ellis. And this is Lando Calrissian and the Mind Harp of Sharu. And this is a near mint copy, very fine copy of Lando Calrissian and the Star Cave of Thonbaka. You just don't see these anymore. And you don't see these paperbacks anymore, like this one, and you certainly don't see this, even though it was a bestseller when it was first released. All right, so that's those books. Now I'll show you the kids' books. And the kids' books were released when the Phantom Menace movie, Star Wars and the Phantom Menace, came out. And this is pure lightsaber action. This is Star Wars Jedi Apprentice, The Rising Force. And as you can see, it's a scholastic book. And lettering is nice and big. Definitely for YA or YK young kid. Alright, so that's Rising Force. This is by Dave Wolverton. And this one is The Dark Rival. This is number 2. I should show the year when these were released. Yeah, this is the first. This is from 1999. And the writer here is Jude Watson. She went on to write, pretty much they were so popular that she went on to write, initially they were only planning like a dozen or 10 books, and then they eventually ended up with 20. And I'll show you all of them as they were released. They were hugely popular in their day. So this is number 3. This is The Hidden Past. And you can see some of them have like photo covers. And this one's The Mark of the Crown. You can see this is The Adventures of, this one's Defenders of the Dead. Adventures of Qui-Gon Jinn and a young Obi-Wan Kenobi when he was in The Apprentice. And we have The Uncertain Path. Kind of nice, beautiful covers. Again by Jude Watson. All the rest of the books that I'll show are by Jude Watson. And then we have The Captive Temple. This is number 7. And we have number 8, The Day of Reckoning. Yep. These are, I didn't read all of them because I just read a few, but they're okay. They're good kids' books, safe to read, safe, fun reads. So this one is The Fight for Truth. This is number 9. This one has a split spine. Other than that, it's a solid copy. Nice big letters for kids to be able to read. About 130 pages. That's The Fight for Truth. This is The Shattered Piece. Number 10. This is number 11, The Deadly Hunter. This is number 12, The Evil Experiment. Number 13, Dangerous Rescue. And this is from 2001, a Scholastic book. This is number 14, Ties That Bind. Number 15, this is The Death of Hope. And this one's a water damaged copy. Yeah, that's why it was water damaged, but still very readable. So that's The Death of Hope. This is The Call to Vengeance. And that's number 16. Okay, let me just note some of these. And this is number 17, The Only Witness. And number 18, Threat Within. two special editions. This is Deceptions, slightly longer, but only slightly. This one is about 180 pages. And this is the other special edition. Yeah, this one's a little shorter. This is the Followers. All right, so that's the Jedi Apprentice series, featuring mostly Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And after that series, another 10-book series by the same author, Jude Watson, came out, and I'll show you those. And this is the one that first came out. It's a big, thick, 400-page kids book. And yeah, this came out in 2006. The copyright is 2006. Combination of three books: Legacy of the Jedi, Secrets of the Jedi, and Last One Standing. All right, so that's that one. And after that, they came out with the Jedi Quest series, and this features Anakin and Obi-Wan adventures. There's 10 of those. So let me just move that around. This is the hardcover edition, and then you have number 1, The Way of the Apprentice, Jude Watson. And then you have Master of Disguise. This is that's number 4. It's number 4. And yeah, number 4. This is number 6, The Shadow Trap. This is 7, The Moment of Truth. And this is a library book, ex-library book, number 8, Changing of the Guard. You can see library discard. And this is number 10, The Final Showdown. And that's the last one of those books. All right, let me move that aside. These are the Jedi Quest ones that I have. So I don't have a complete set of those. And yeah, so 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is number 1. So I only have a few of those, but there were only 10. And this is the hardcover that started it. Anakin's story between episode 1 and 2. All right. And Jude Watson came out with another set of books, and I got a complete set of those. I thought I had a complete set of, but I'm just missing a few. I'm not interested really in the Jedi Quest series, but I was interested in getting the Last of the Jedi series. So this is the first. This is called A Desperate Mission. And these adventures feature Ferris Olin, who is a former disciple who left the Jedi. And basically, it takes place after all of the Jedi were killed in the last, I think, what they call Episode 3, before New Hope, when all the Jedi were killed except for a few, and especially Obi-Wan, who remained alive to raise Luke Skywalker on Tatooine. Anyway, one of the hero of this series is Not so much Obi-Wan as Ferris Olin, who appears in several of the novels. They're kids' books, kind of out of the what they call the canon of Star Wars, but nonetheless, they're kids' books and they're good reads and they were hugely popular. So that's number one, Last of the Jedi, Desperate Mission. This is Dark Warning. And cover art, Henry Ng is the cover artist. This one's Louise Bova. All right. And then we have number 3, Underworld. And it features some of the characters that appear. There's Ferris Olin, the Jedi Apprentice who escaped, and his street kid partner Trevor. All right, that's from 2005. So that's number 3. And this is number 4, Death on Naboo. Ex-Jedi Ferris Olin. They're fun, simple reads. It's at about 130 pages, kids book level. It's number 5, A Tangled Web. Number 6, Return of the Dark Side. Number 7, The Secret Weapon by Jude Watson. All of these books I bought used in used bookstores. They were easy to find. They're not so easy to find anymore, though. So, this is the first. This is Against the Empire. That's by Jude Watson. This is Master of Deception. And this is the last one. This is Reckoning. All right, so those are those. And I'm going to show you just one more set of books that I read and picked up that kind of relate to the post. And they're entertaining because I was always keen on more into the lightsaber and the whole mythos of the Jedi Knights. So I'll show you another set of books that I have. Just pause here. All right, let me just move these out of the way. These are quite good. And those 2 books are the books that started it all. That's why I'm going to leave them there for a while. Anyway, this came out, and I'll just look at it. This is Jedi Twilight, Volume 1 of the Coruscant Knights series. And let's see. And this is a paperback first, and the copyright is from 2008. These are quite entertaining. It takes place after the so-called Order 66, where all the Jedi Knights were destroyed. And the main protagonist is a kind of detective, hard-boiled detective, working in Coruscant, in the pits of Coruscant. After all the Jedi have been killed, features a robot. The main character is a guy named Jax Pavan. And he functions like a private investigator deep in the slums of Coruscant, kind of the pits kind of thing. It has a noirish feel to it. So that's Coruscant Knights number 1, and this is Coruscant Knights 2. The artist is Glenn Orbick, cover illustration. All right, so deep in the bowels of Coruscant, Jedi Jax Pavan, Exoda living as a private investigator. All right. So the writer is a really good writer, actually. His name's Michael Reaves. And this is number 3, Patterns of the Force. And this is a second impression. It's from 2009, Del Rey book. This is Patterns of the Force. And that's Michael Reaves is the writer. And then Michael Reaves will return to the character in The Last Jedi. And this one was a later edition. The latest, actually. This is a first paperback edition. And the copyright's 2013. All right. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to show some of these very, especially these ones, not too easy to find anymore. The Han Solo books and the Lando Calrissian books. And even this book here, Splinter in the Mind's Eye, is a hard one to find. And this, of course, is this first Del Rey paperback. This is subsequently re-released, but with a photo cover and inserts of the scenes from the movies. Again, this is from 1976, before the movie was released, back in the first Star Wars movie back in 1977. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this look through some kids' books of the Star Wars adventures, especially the early ones, and those gorgeous Ralph McQuarrie covers. And remember the thumbs up for the like, and thanks all for your subscriptions. And as always, comments are appreciated. And share the videos any of the videos that I have, including this one. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.